You guys want to see some new stuff that I got? I got some really cool new bookmarks. This is not part of the reading wrap up at all, but I just wanted some more content. I got these off of Etsy. These are so cute. I don't need all these bookmarks, but I bought a lot. Look at this Taylor Swift one with all her different books. Like, come on, that's cute. Her representing her different albums. Slay. I love Taylor Swift. She's mother. Let's be real. I got this Friends one with Monica. I love Friends too. I'm basic. Deal with it. This one with Chandler. I got The Door. I got The Couch. It says I'll be there for you. I just got the Central Park one. There's more. Hold on. Look at this. Harry's house. This is so cute. I'll link the seller. Another Taylor Swift one. Look at it. Look at her. Like a film strip. That's so cool. I love this. Those are all the bookmarks I got. Nice little segue into the video. Now let's get into the actual wrap up. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Andrew and thank you so much for clicking on the video. For today, I'm going to be showing you guys the books that I read in the month of April. If you've seen my April TBR, you are aware of the books I was supposed to read. Did I read all of them? No. And there's a good explanation for that. The reason is I put more books than I should have on my TBR for the month, which is fine, you know, like I had high expectations for myself. I did read more in April than I did in March, but granted I had a full month this time of reading than I did in March because I only read like the last 2 weeks of March and I was blazing through books left and right. I don't know why I couldn't find the time to read this month. Beats me. I had plenty of time, but I'm just like, nah, I'm good. I'm not trying to do that again this month in May. So I don't know why I'm explaining all this. Let me just show y'all the books that I am gonna read. That I already read. I'm gonna start in the order that I read them. The first book that I read in the month of April was Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. I did a whole reading vlog for all the Colleen Hoover books that I read. So if you want to see that vlog, I'll link it down below so that you can see what my full thoughts were. I will say this book is entertaining. I will say that. Do I think it's the greatest piece of literature ever written? No, and I don't think it's trying to be. I don't think I was a target audience for this book. Personally, there was some aspects that I did enjoy of it. Like, I do think it's entertaining. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, that's all you want to be, entertained by books. I just don't think it's super great. I think it's very mid in my opinion, but if you like it, good for you. I'm glad you enjoyed this book. I only enjoyed some of it. So that was the first book that I read. I don't know why I'm doing that. The next book was November 9 by Colleen Hoover. I did not like this one at all. I originally gave this book 2 stars. Oh, the last one I gave, that one's kind of like a 2.5 because I did like it more. So yeah, I gave this one a 2 stars. I couldn't with this one. This one wasn't as entertaining as Ugly Love, but this one, it's just a lot of problems that I personally have with it. For me at least, it wasn't very entertaining. The writing was, for some reason, like kind of even more mediocre than it usually is, in my opinion. I gotta repeatedly say that. But again, I won't knock you for liking it, but like I said, I don't think I'm the target audience with these books, like any Colleen Hoover book, to be honest. It's less than mid. It was bad in my opinion. And then the next one that I read, the infamous It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. There were some aspects I did enjoy about this book, but not all of it. I gave this one 2 stars as well. That's just how I feel about it. If you want to hear my overall opinions, like when I go more in depth, go ahead and just watch that reading vlog. I gave you all my thoughts, all my opinions on these books. 2 stars for It Ends With Us. The next book that I read is She Is a Haunting. This book, great. I really liked it. It's super fun. Do I think it's like mind-blowingly good? No, it's good though. I gave this one 4 stars. I've also read this one for a reading vlog, the one I just posted. If you want to see that one, go watch that video. I'll have that one linked down below as well and in the cards. And also, did you like my reading cart? I just built it yesterday. I feel so cool. It's plastic, so I don't trust it at all. Anyways, back to this book. I really enjoyed this one. It's super entertaining, very creepy. Like, some parts I was like, what the? 4 out of 5 stars. The beginning was in my opinion. It was kind of hard to get through, but once this story starts picking up the pace, ooh, it's skits, very entertaining. And this next book, I technically shouldn't even include it on this list because I didn't finish it, but I still am because I read more than half of it, so I feel like I should tell you what I thought. And that is Young Mungo by Douglas Stewart. I also posted this in that reading vlog. Well, this one and the next one as well as in that reading vlog. So I'll give more in depth there. Well, not the next one, is it? No, it's not. I'll tell you which one it is. It's Black Cake. This one and Black Cake were in the reading vlog. Anyways, my mind's all over the place. I've been super busy at work. This book is well written, but this book is fucking sad. Like really sad. A lot of depressing shit happens to this boy. He's 16-year-old. Well, almost 16 years old. He's 15, which is an important aspect to the story if you want to know what happens. But if you do want to read it, look up the trigger warnings for this book. This book is very intense, very draining. I get so tired with reading this because of how much sad shit happens. And also, the author has a great way with words, but he's also the type of author that uses a lot of imagery, which is not a bad thing. But if that's not really your thing, then I can see why this book might not be for you. Just keep that in mind. It's a lot of imagery, a lot of descriptions. So that's this one. I'm not gonna give it a rating because I didn't finish it, but maybe I'll finish this one day. Maybe I will. Because of that sad, depressing book that I put myself through, I read this amazing, lovely YA book because I needed something lighthearted. That was Love and Gelato. This book really took me by surprise. I did not expect liking it that much, but I really did. I really enjoyed it. It's just such a fun, lighthearted story. So if you don't know what this book is, because this one I didn't do for a reading vlog, so now I can actually explain something in this video. So this book follows this girl named Lena who moves to Italy after her mom they knew this was gonna happen, but she passed away. She moves to Italy to move in with her father, so that way she can just meet him for the first time because she's never met him before. The mom barely brought him up because, you know, it's a book. And when she gets there, she gets the mom's old journal when she was living in Italy while she was in school. The mom had a hidden past that Lena never knew about. So that's basically what this book is about. It follows Lena and her boy crush. It follows Lena and this guy named Lorenzo or Ren. It follows them just trying to piece together the mom's story because Lena cannot put herself through all that right now because she gets overwhelmed with the thoughts of her mom. So she reads them pieces by pieces so that way the book can be a certain amount of length. Let's be real. That's why. Overall, this book is super fun. Such a good, lighthearted read if you need something to put you in a better mood, especially if you read a heavy book. I gave this book 4 stars, I think. I might have given it 5. I think I gave it 5 when I read it because I was such in a happy mood. I'm like, yes. But now, I think I would give it 4 stars. It's good, but it's not great, you know? It's not like, oh my god, this is a masterpiece type of book. It's just a fun book. So that was Love and Gelato. Highly recommend this. You have to be in a YA mood because it's a very YA book. So the next book that I read is Black Cake. I really enjoyed this one as well. It's such a good book. I really recommend this one. I go into more thoughts in that reading vlog. Another one that I can't really talk about in this video because I didn't read enough books off camera. I gave this book 4 stars. This book does deal with some heavy topics, but not as much as Young Mungo did. So if you do want to get into this book, look up trigger warnings for this one too because it does have some. Not gonna lie, but overall I do really recommend this book if you're looking for a good literary fiction book about family and reconnections and new discoveries about that family. I recommend this one. We are at the end of the road. This is the last book that I read in the month of April. I will say we ended with a banger. Not a great banger, a good banger. The last book that I read in the month of April, I Am Not Your Perfect Mexican Daughter. This book is very good. It's also kind of funny. You don't let the title mislead you. The main character is hilarious and very sarcastic, which I relate to. It's about this girl. I cannot remember any characters' names. It's about this girl named Julia who has to deal with the loss of her sister. She got hit by a semi-truck. Why semi-truck? I don't know. Because why not? It's just her dealing with the aftermath of her sister's death and how that affects her family dynamics because her sister Olga was the stereotypical Mexican daughter, always caring about the family, trying to be like the mom, trying to clean and do all the more domestic type of daughter, you know? She was always family first compared to Julia, Julia wanted to do more with her life instead of just staying at home. The main conflict is just the family accepting Julia for who she is as a person, and Julia accepting the family for what they've been through. I'll leave it at that. I really enjoyed this book. It represents a lot of Mexican family dynamics correctly. It really does. Even down to the most minute detail. This book is very good. It does get sad. I will say I did get teary-eyed, and I don't really do that. Just an FYI. This book is very moving. It gets very deep, but it's very funny. But it gets dark. There is some trigger warnings in this book, so be on the lookout. All these books that I've read have some sort of trigger warning, except Love and Gelato. That's legit the only like lighthearted book I've read this month. I gave this one 4 stars, but to me that's a little low, so I'm gonna give it like a 4.5 stars for this one. Highly recommend this one if you want to understand Mexican families in a different light. This book is a good representation of certain Mexican family dynamics, or actually like I think it represents it in a really good way. It really does show what sometimes can be priorities in certain families. This book is fantastic. But my copy, the spine was so stiff, I had to break it. I don't know if you can see the crack in the spine, like right here. But I legit, I'm gonna trigger y'all. I legit had to go like this. And it's still like super stiff. I had to do that so I can read the book. I ended the month with a banger. Let's be real. Alright, so those were all the books that I read in the month of April. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below if you are new to the channel. And also leave me a comment letting me know which books you read in the month of April, which books you did not finish, and which books you plan to but didn't get the time for. Because I had a couple that I wanted to read this month that I didn't read. So that was it. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys at the next one. Goodbye!